This video is about how to upload or insert new contacts into your account. The simplest way is to upload a CSV file from your computer. To do this, click the Upload Contact list. The main important points when uploading a file are listed here. I'll just go through these quickly now. The first point here is that please don't include a header row in your CSV file, name, address, etc., as this will affect the upload. Also try to ensure that the first row of data in the file has all the columns populated. In the mapping part of the upload, which will be shown shortly, the first row is used to identify the columns. The second point is try to include as much information about your contacts in the file as possible. You can use this information directly in email campaigns or use it to sort your contacts into groups. For example, if you send different emails depending on the contact's gender, they may have a male and a female group. If you include this information into the uploaded file, this is easy to group these contacts later. We currently only accept CSV file in our upload facility. Here's a file I've already created. To save this in Excel, simply go to File, Save As, and then in this drop down, make sure you pick the CSV file, comma delimited here, and then just simply click Save. I'm going to copy over the one I've already created. The other important point when using CSV files is that the values are separated by commas. So if one of your columns has a comma in the text, then this will make the upload fail, as a comma would have created another column. If you do need to include commas in your upload, then please replace all the commas with a double vertical line like this. This can be found next to the Z key on your keyboard. When the file is inserted into our database, the double vertical line will be put back to commas. The next point is that the upload facility will ignore any more than 30 columns of data, for example first name, last name, gender or date of birth. If you do have more information than this on your contacts, then upload the remainder in a second file. The email address of each contact is unique in our system. If you include the email address as one of the columns in both files, then the data in the second file will simply get added to the contact in our system when it is uploaded. And finally, please limit the number of contacts in each file upload to 50,000. This will just ensure the processing works correctly. If you have more than this, then upload the remainder in separate files. Right, let's go ahead and upload a file. So click the Select button, and find the file in your system, click Open. So I'm going to upload and process the file. This is the mapping part of the upload, where we tell our system what the columns of data are. You see that there are helpful tooltips over each column explaining what they are. This is why it is important for the first row of data in your file to have all the columns populated. This information here is taken from the first row, and if one of the columns is blank, it will be much harder for you to map it correctly. So let's go ahead and map these columns. We know that this is the first name, this one's the last name, this is the email address, this one is a new information type, so I'm going to put that in here. So it's going to be male or female. Now this is whether it is a date column. Check this box to tell our system that the column contains a date. This may be used on a date of birth column, for example. Our system will then know to treat this information in this column as a date. In this case it's not, so we're going to leave it blank. This last column is just an example, so we will not include it in the upload. If you leave the drop down as Do Not Include, then that column will be ignored. So we're now happy with the mapping, so let's move on to the next part. Click the next button here. It's just going to save. That last part can take 20 or 30 seconds, so please be patient. This screen is which groups you'd like your contacts to be put into. By default, they're going to get added to the All group. These are two groups I've already created, so I'm now going to create a new group called Test Users. I don't want the contacts included in these other two groups, so I'm going to go ahead and just click Next. This again saves the information. Right, this is all complete. An email will be sent to, in this case, sign up at mailchatter.com and the contacts have been added by our system. Right, let's go back to the dashboard. As you can see, we now have 10 contacts in our account. You can also add contacts individually by clicking on the Add Single Contact, which brings you through to this screen. You also have the ability to add a new group or information type on this screen. You can easily search these contacts by clicking on the contact search, typing in user 1 for example, search. There's no contacts to meet that. If we do it by last name, search, you'll see here, here's the contacts. So click on this one, and here's all the information about that contact. Now if you want to add or edit details, you just click on there. This tab shows report information on this contact, opens, clicks, etc. on any previous campaigns. There's no information here at the moment as we've just added this contact. That's the end of this video. Please see the other videos for help with other sections. Thanks for watching.